In today's video, I'm gonna quickly show you how to fix this annoying problem in here where you do have your iPhone stuck on this message or screen pop-up which says cannot connect to App Store. Let's say you're trying to open up the App Store you want to download, for example, a specific application or a game or anything like that you wish to install into your device, and simply you get stuck on this message which says cannot connect to App Store, and then you have the retry button down here. Do not worry if you're facing this issue. I'm going to show you how to fix it up in today's video in just a few steps. Now, please note that it's important for you to follow the steps in the specific order that I'll be showing them to you so you can actually get it sorted out in a very fast and convenient way. Hey, my name is Shaq, and in this channel I help you fixing tech related issues, and I also share cool tech hacks and tutorials. So if you're into tech content, consider subscribing here to the YouTube channel. It also helps me out to reach more people and consequently help more people facing the same issues as yours. Now, in today's video, we'll be breaking down the cause of this annoying issue in here, and we'll be fixing it as it's a very basic issue and simple thing that gets sorted out easily. Now, in most cases, this is actually related to a network issue. You might be facing a connectivity issue here on your phone where your internet might not be working well, or if it's working well, maybe your app doesn't have the right to actually access the internet in here by the means that you're using. For example, you might be trying to access it through the mobile data or through Wi-Fi, vice versa, while one of those methods are actually turned off. So I'm going to show you all the settings that you need to double check in here in order to fix this with just a few workarounds. So the very first thing in here is to actually bring down the control center. Of course, you want to turn off your mobile data real quick, and then you want to turn off your Wi-Fi here real quick. Okay, so you want to keep your phone like this for like 10 to 15 seconds, and then you're going to turn on back the cellular data, or in other words, the mobile data, and then turn back on the Wi-Fi as well. See if that fixes the problem that you've got, and if it doesn't, do not worry. What I would recommend you guys to do is to simply turn on flight mode real quick, wait for a couple seconds, again 10 seconds, and then simply turn it off one more time. This will basically disable the entire connectivity that you've got. It's going to search for a brand new tower here, which is much closer to you, using your carrier to see if your connection gets established. Next up, if it doesn't work, hop into settings real quick and then scroll down all the way to cellular here, tap on cellular once, and then over here you'll be able to see all these SIMs which are actually on your phone. If you do have multiple eSIMs or multiple SIM cards here within your iPhone, you'll be able to see all of those. Now, you want to make sure you tap on the one which is the one from where you're trying to connect to the internet. In my case, for example, it's this one in the middle. I'm going to tap once on it, and next up what we're going to be doing is simply tapping here on turn on this light. You want to toggle it off just to simply turn it off and wait for a couple seconds. We're talking 15 to 20 seconds, and then you want to simply toggle it back on to turn it back on. This will basically do something similar to the flight mode but with a much deep effect. Okay, now since you've done this, try again opening App Store. If it simply persists and it continues not working, check your internet speed. I want you to hop into Safari real quick and then simply open up a brand new tab. Okay, and then all you want to type in here is speed test. Okay, simply type speed test and then tap on OK, and you'll be brought here to the main page where you do have Google asking you to run a speed test. Simply tap on run speed test and see how your internet is performing. Now, I would recommend you guys to have a download speed of at least 8 megabits per second. 7 to 8, that's totally fine. Mine's hitting 8, that's okay. And check your upload speed as well. What matters the most is your download speed, as it actually helps you fetching data from the internet and communicating with the server. Okay, so the internet speed is fine. At the end, you'll also see here like a small description talking about your internet speed. Now, if you do have something much slower, or if the speed test doesn't even run, the problem is lying here within your internet speed. So try connecting to a different Wi-Fi connection, or try changing your SIM card to see if it gets sorted out. Now, if this doesn't help fixing the problem that you've got, we're moving into the next step in here where we need to simply force restart our iPhone device. Trust me, this actually helps fixing most of the problems that you've got in here when you face one of these problems. And this will also help you fix other issues as well. I would recommend you guys to perform a forced restart every 15 days just to make sure that your phone processes in a much better way and it deletes all those cache and temporary logs or files which are useless in most case scenarios. So if you do have an iPhone 8 or later models, for example, I've got an iPhone 13 Pro in here. If you have anything above iPhone 8, rapidly tap on volume up, down, and then press and hold the power button. This is how it goes. Up, down, press and hold the power button. I'm now only pressing the power button. Keep it pressing for 5 to 7 seconds. Do not release the button. Only release it once you see the Apple logo on your screen. So once you see the Apple logo on your screen, release that button and let your iPhone turn on normally. So what it does is it actually recalibrates your phone. It cuts all the power that was being supplied to your motherboard or to your phone from your battery, and then it simply powers it back from scratch. So it will perform as if your iPhone was in a deep sleep, which helps in most cases calibrating settings that you've changed and stuff like that. Now, if you do have an iPhone 7 or 7 Plus, in order to perform this, the process is quite different. You do not need to mess around with the volume up or anything like that. Simply press and hold the volume down along with the power button. Press and hold both of them until you see the Apple logo and then release the keys combination. Now, if you do have an iPhone with a physical home button such as an iPhone 6, you want to press and hold the physical home button down here along with the power button at the right. Press and hold both of the buttons combination until you see the Apple logo on your screen, and then release the buttons combination once you see the Apple logo on your screen. Now, if you do have a much older iPhone such as an iPhone 5 or an iPhone 4, please note that the physical power button is located here at the top. So all you need to do is press and hold the power button at the top along with the physical home button in here until you see the Apple logo on your screen. And once you see, you're gonna release both of the keys combination. So this is how you perform a forced restart. And if it doesn't help, if the problem still persists, do not worry, we're moving into the next step. Now here in the next step, you want to hop into settings real quick. You want to scroll down all the way to apps down here. Tap on apps and then simply scroll down, search for App Store. I mean, it's right here at the top. Tap on App Store to open up all the settings related to App Store. Now, if you're unable to find the apps section down here within settings, simply search in here, tap on the search tab at the bottom or at the top, and then simply type App Store. Okay, so you want to manually search for the App Store app. Tap here on the App Store app to open up the settings. All you want to do in here is see if cellular data is toggled on, because if you simply toggle it off, it will not work at all. For example, it's off. Let me quickly try to open up App Store, and if I simply close this, disable my Wi-Fi, and open up App Store normally, it will not work for me because I've actually turned it off. Okay, it won't work. Let me quickly reopen it. It won't search because data is turned off. But if you turn it on, it will start working immediately. So double check if this is actually toggled to on. Now, if this doesn't help fixing the problem either, I'm sorry, but you might be facing a much deeper situation in here. But trust me, in most cases, these steps should help fixing the problem that you've got. If it didn't, just wait for a couple more minutes or hours to see if there's an issue with Apple server themselves. That might be a possibility. They might be in maintenance or something which might be affecting your App Store. But in most cases, this should help fixing the problem that you've got. If you do have any questions or any doubts, kindly let them down in the comment section below and let me know what you thought about the video. If you find my content useful, consider subscribing, like the video, and let me know down if you have any questions or doubts. I'm gonna see you in the next video. Thanks for watching Fix by Shep.